Hey YouTube, back at the Professional Elite today. So just going to clean up the shroud a little bit. Going to bead blast these, and just a quick job, and then I'll probably use navel jelly on them, just because my compressor is not that big, so it can't handle the duty cycle. So basically, just going to use the bead blaster to get off the real crud stuff, and then use the navel jelly to do the final etching before I paint it. Alright, so bead blasted a bunch of this stuff, just a little bit, not crazy. As you can see, there's still bits of dark spots of rust on it, but I'm going to throw some navel jelly on it. So basically bead blast it just to get the real loose stuff. I don't know if you saw it on the other video, but this was just totally flaking, especially this one. This one I did show you before. And you can see there's a lot of pits in it still. But I don't care, there's a tab broken off here, a few different things. So again, tractor is not going to be any trailer queen whatsoever. So I'm just going to coat it over, and we'll see how it comes out. So I'll do this and basically the directions. If you've never used navel jelly before, basically it's phosphoric acid. So basically you leave it on it for 5 to 10 minutes, maybe longer if you want, for really rusted areas, and then paint within 24 hours. Do not use latex top coats. So basically just gonna wipe it on, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, then go rinse it off, and then throw some primer on it. So let's get going on this. So I'm gonna use this as kind of like this little section right here. I'm gonna use this as kind of my can, or whatever you want to call it, area to take from. So we'll just use that, and then you end up using the big piece. So you just wipe it on generously. And it'll turn white after a little bit. I've done both Loctite navel jelly, and I've used also just gotten basic phosphoric acid that it's not as thick as this. And that stuff, I've taken it, when I use that, I usually just leave it on. I don't even rinse it off, but the navel jelly is a little thicker, so I usually do rinse it off, because it is a little thicker. So no need to see me doing all this, so I'll wipe it all down, and then I'll be right back. All right, so these are all been sitting for probably about a half an hour now. Some family visitors came over, so it might be a little wet still, but it's not too bad. It's been definitely sitting for at least half an hour. So I'm going to go rinse them off, and then I'm going to throw them in front of a heater to dry them, and then we'll just throw some primer on them just to make sure they don't rust. So basically so they don't rust. So let me do that, and when I come back I'll be painting. All right, got them primed, good enough. Nothing too insane. I actually was running out of primer paint, so I just kind of hit them quick. Only a single coat should be fine. So I'll let these dry, and then I'll just hit them with some red. I'll probably hit the hood at some point. I don't know if I have a bunch of Regal Red, and this is what I used for my 18G. It's kind of an old school color that it's been around for ages. I remember seeing it. It was very, very prevalent for the longest time, and it was easy to get. Now it's actually tougher to get. And I know a lot of guys go to, I think Safety Red. A lot of people use it. It's a little brighter. I tend to like this color, but what I might do is I might actually just get the Safety Red and have, if I go to paint the Pro 16 and the Pro 8, and I'll do those in Safety Red, and just leave that Regal Red for maybe the 18G, and if I ever touch up some red on the 424, maybe I'll use it on that. But all right, so I got I got this stuff painted. Went and got toolbox red. I wanted something a little brighter. They didn't have the sunrise red or the safety red that I thought they would have. They were out of it, so I just grabbed toolbox red. I wanted obviously a brighter red. So here's my standard Regal red that I used on my 18G in the plow for it. So here's the toolbox red, so it's a little brighter, which I think will look good. A little bit of a change. So just a heads up, anyone who spray paints a lot knows you get clogged tips all the time. What I've been doing to help with that is I run, before I put the cap on, I just run carb cleaner through the tip, and it keeps it fresh each time. So all right, so now let me set the camera up and see if I want to get the hitch off to be able to get at that screen and be able to get the flywheel off so I can fix the bearing plate. A couple things. Obviously you saw the tab that I broke off last week, which I'm still pissed about, but one of the things I didn't tell you I did last week as well was broke off a screw right there, which is something also that's pissing me off. So anyways, let me set up the camera and you can watch this in time lapse. Hey YouTube, do a quick video here, quick review. I've had this tool, you could probably tell from the title, from Harbor Freight, for a number of years. I've used a lot of, obviously you've seen a lot of few of my videos from Harbor Freight stuff. I've used it a bunch of times. So this is one of those ones which I've had it for a while, and I've always had good luck with it when I use it, and I've been using them for years. It's Harbor Freight impact screwdriver. So those of you who never understood or don't know what these are, basically for stuck screws that you're gonna strip if you really start pulling on them, that are not basically that won't go on their own. But say if I get a bit and I try to use this in like an impact wrench, there's a chance that you may strip it. So you always, want to make sure you're using the right size screwdrivers, right size bits for stuff. These are a number 3 Phillips, which is this right here, and it seats perfectly in it, and I cannot get it open. Some people will say, what you can do if you want, you can, it's a Craftsman, so it's got the hex sides on it, so you can actually, put a hex wrench on here and lean on it and try to twist it and use that for leverage. Occasionally I use that, but if for stuff that's really stuck, my concern with that is it still can pry off. It can still cam out. These are actually have good bite on them, so with the exception of this one right here. So what I'm going to do is the way this impact screwdriver works is you basically put it in, and the ratcheting mechanism in here, as you impact it, it does somewhat of the turning for you. So as you impact it, it does the rotation. So you get two things. You get positive contact, positive engagement in it, and then you have the force of it trying to ratchet it over and break it loose. So I've had a lot of good luck with these over the years. I got introduced to one years and years ago by my old boss. So I've been using it. As you can tell, it's pretty dirty, so I've been using it for a while. So let me show you how this quickly works. Oop, sorry. Alright, so you basically just put it in. I might have to do the flywheel, but we'll see. I'll try to do without it. But basically, I always put a little bit of torque on it, and then you just basically give it a tap. It's tough with the engine trying to move. Trying to get this to stay in one spot. Hold on, let me see if I can get a screwdriver. Something to keep it from rotating on me. Might be able to just do it. Try it again. Here we go. Alright. Now, do it on a few more. Alright, so I got the screen off, which totally was shredding, so, and used some vice grips to get the screws out. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, this is like pretty much flimsy as hell, so I'm gonna have to make a new one of these. Got the trusty Harbor Freight bearing puller out and got the flywheel off, using the screws or the tapped holes that are right on the flywheel. Had to chase the threads, basically because they're a little, filled with rust. Obviously they didn't have anything in them. So, but just chased the threads through these two standoffs, or screwed these two standoffs in, and came right out. So that's about it. So let's take this off and take a look. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, come on, don't push it back on. You pain in the ass. Hold on. There you go. Ooh. Just saw the key fall. Wonder if it came on the screen, but alright. Alright, here's the inside of the Pro8. A little dusty, a little dirty. Everything's still attached, which is good news. So, I'll just clean this up. So I still got to drill this bad boy out. I'll probably take some electronics cleaner to all this. What's nice is this seal is holding up. There's cracks. You can see all the cracks right there. I guess that's, you know, not uncommon. Ooh, what's this right here? Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know if that's supposed to do that. Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Maybe those are supposed to be attached. Wow, okay. All right. I'll have to take a closer look at that. Yeah, I guess that's... I'm guessing if the charging... I haven't tested to see if the charging system was ever working, but I guess probably not. So, well, okay. This is what you find out when you take stuff off. It's actually nice, you know, not to have the steering brakes on. Just makes it a little lighter and a little less cumbersome. So, basically, I'm sorry, I'm just one of these types of guys. I like making this stuff easy to access, so I usually take stuff off, as opposed to, you know, I know a lot of guys who, when they work on this stuff, they'll just take the handles and swing them up out of the way. I don't know, I kind of like taking them off, cleaning stuff, making sure everything works right. You know, there's no right or wrong way, it's just my preference. But I think that's what that'll be it for this video for now. Basically I'm gonna have to, I'll go watch, I think Terrell, my buddy Ralph told me Terrell did a video on how to get these magnets, put them in the proper orientation on the flywheel. So I'm gonna have to go watch his video and use some JB Weld on it. So these obviously are not supposed to be right here, but my guess is this orientation is correct. Well, these are where they are, but you know, I got to transfer them back onto the flywheel. So the flywheel, my guess, was been turning for a while without these on it, so it wasn't charging. So, you know, I got to clean them up and then get them back on. And I still got to do some other work to this, clean this up. I want to see if I can maybe drill a hole, put a plate behind here, and put that screw back over here. Gonna clean up this hole, clean up this hole. Obviously that one's gonna be drilled out. I'll clean up these holes. That's it. You know, another project, one that kind of wasn't really planning on doing at this point, but I just tore into it. Now I gotta just see it to the end. It's one of those that, you know, I kind of just wanted to do something quick on it just to make sure it was running right and use it this summer. I probably still will be able to use it this summer. I just it's gonna be, definitely won't be one of the first cuts. But all right, thanks for watching, guys, and talk to you soon.